How's it going, guys? My name is Jake Fogg and welcome to a brand new series on what is going to be a brand new channel. If you have come over from my main channel, thank you. I appreciate you coming over and checking this out. Or if you're just finding me, as a brand new channel, welcome. My name is Jake Fogg. I have another channel which I mainly do FIFA and Cricket 19 videos on. I'm struggling to remember what it was then, but I decided I wanted to do a Football Manager series as well because, I'm a huge fan of Football Manager. I've been playing it for years. I play it every single year. I've had some great saves in the past, and I decided I wanted to make a series on it. But I thought why not just make a brand new channel for it and have it, separate Football Manager all on its own. So yeah, this is my brand new Football Manager channel, and I'm sure, as you can see by the title, the thumbnail, and probably what you're seeing on screen right now, the team I am indeed going to be managing is FC Andorra. This is my first, it's not the first save I've done on Football FM20. I have started a Leeds save. I loaded it up, looked at the team, and haven't progressed past the first day. So in reality, in my eyes, this is my first save on this game, and hopefully it's going to be a long and successful one. Hopefully it's not going to be embarrassing, resulting in me getting relegated or getting sacked, any of the sort. So FC Andorra are a really interesting team, and if you've not heard of them, as you can tell by the name, they are based in Andorra. However, they do play in the Spanish leagues. Now, I'm not sure how it works. I don't know if they were just too good, or if, they just fancy playing in Spain. But as you can see there, nation Andorra, but playing in Spanish second division B3. Again, I don't know a right lot about the Spanish system either. I know there's four leagues. I know there's B teams, and I think the B teams can get promoted in this league, but I know that they can't get promoted into La Liga. But I guess I'll just kind of work it out as I go along. So FC Andorra were actually a team that was brought to my attention a few years ago. I think it was about 2 years ago. I was watching England under 21s play against Andorra 21s, and for whatever reason, I was like, oh, this keeper's great, where does he play? And I looked at him, and I saw he played for FC Andorra, and then so I had just checked out FC Andorra. I saw that they were playing in the Spanish division, and I thought the first thing that popped to my mind was that would be a fantastic Football Manager save. But I think they were in the 5th tier, and this only goes down to the 3rd tier. In fact, I know that when people do the league, the extra leagues where they make their own database or whatnot, or activate other leagues in the database, I think it goes down to the 4th tier. But I've never, so they've never actually been in the game, as far as I'm aware, before. So, but as you can see, if I just click on back, I've just gone to the wrong thing now. If I just go back into FC Andorra, you can see that they were in the Spanish second division in 1996. Then they got relegated to the 3rd division, and then they got relegated down to the 5th division. So, I believe what actually happened is that a team they got promoted from the 5th tier to the 4th tier, and then a team in the 3rd tier, for whatever reason, had to get relegated. So FC Andorra actually paid to take their spot, if that makes sense. I believe that they are owned by Gerard Piqué's company, something along those lines. So yeah, that is where they're in the Spanish 3rd division. The 3rd tier, Spanish second division B3. In fact, I'm just going to go have a little look at who we've got. So, Barcelona B. I'm just looking out for the main teams here. B teams really. Espanyol B, Levante B, Valencia B, and Villarreal B. So one thing, obviously, that's interesting about FC Andorra is because even though they're in the Spanish leagues, and they are based in Andorra, I believe that the regions that will come through will be Andorran. So my long-term plan with this save is basically to be like a baby, or a variation on the San Marino challenge, where you take San Marino to the top league in Italy, take them to Serie A, and then you get through the San Marino regions, and then you make the national team better and whatnot. So it's going to be, I imagine, a slightly more straightforward and simpler version of that. But still, if I want to go and win the World Cup with Andorra, incredibly hard. So I think I'm just going to see how far it goes. Hopefully we can get some unbelievable Andorran regens throughout this save. I think that's one thing I'm really going to focus on. What I always do in these games is I focus on bringing through kids. Just always have done, always will. I think on FM20, I was with Bohemians come the 7th season. I was playing Champions League football, and not a single player in my main starting 11 that's over the age of about 21, 22. It's just how I like to play the game, and the more players that I can bring through the youth academy that will be Andorran, the better. I think the only downside is because I actually tried to do this in FM19, but didn't get very far because I had to download a database that brought in the 4th tier. Then I had to sim until Andorra got promoted from the 5th tier without me actually being able to see what was going on, and then it just never really got off the ground, and I never really had the motivation to play. But I think now that they're actually in the base game, without having to download extra databases, I think it will make it much more entertaining and more fun. So yeah, I've literally not done anything with this. I'm just having a little look around. You see, takes charge of Andorra. The tactics induction I won't bother doing. So one thing interesting is the club vision and expectations meeting. And the first thing I've seen, assigned players under the age of 23 for the first team, which is beautiful. That suits me down to a T. And then work within the wage budget required. And just finish in the top half of this league, happy with. And then second division B playoffs next year. Obviously I would like to get promoted this year, but I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know how hard it's going to be. I don't know how easy it's going to be. Squad selection rules. Now this is something that I actually don't know. Max of 16 over 23 players. Oh, that's quite interesting actually. In a squad side, so I have to have registered, or if I just don't register anyone, I have to have 6 under 23. I like that. Max 3 goalkeepers in the squad. Okay. And then the transfer window. I mean, that's not really important to us right now. And then this request use facility. Poor use facilities. I don't know if this is going to ruin the budget, but you know what? It goes with. Oh, okay. Sorry, Alberte, Ferre. Just mugs me right off there, hasn't he? Oh, I forgot. I need to do that. I'm just going to accept that as what it is. I don't like going in and kind of messing around with it at the start. I just like to kind of go in and just be like, yep, I'll do what you want me to do. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a quick look at the squad to see what kind of players we've got and see where we need to improve and what kind of tactic I can get going. So this is the squad that I start with at the start of the game. One thing I always like to look out for is potential. There's not a huge amount of potential, although this right back, nice bit of potential here. What's his? He's got some pretty nice stats actually. Is he better than this league? Oh no, good player for most second division B3 side. See, I'm not entirely sure where I can compare my current players to. I need to get a bit more of a feel of the players around this league. But like I said, this is the first time I've actually touched this. A lack of Andorrans, unfortunately. I would like a few more Andorrans. A couple of young kids might do a little bit. I'll have a look at the development centre. Under 19s. So my under 19s are full of greyed out players. Okay, that's not ideal. And then FC Andorra B. A few players in FC Andorra B, but none of them are really any good. Oh, his finishing's decent. That's interesting, but everything else is shocking. So there's not really much for me to work with regards to kids, and obviously there'll be no youth candidates either. So if I just have a quick look at the team report over here. Scout report. No. I don't really know what I'm doing here. No tactics. Okay. The 4-4-2. So we've got one good striker who's 34. That's not ideal. A couple of good centre backs, good right back, decent left back, and it's Fede Personi. I'm pretty certain that Is this the Fede Bassoni that used to play for Leeds? Let me just have a look. Yes. It is the Fede Bassoni that used to play for Leeds for 6 games. Oh, he was useless. He was absolutely useless. Oh my god. And now he's at FC Andorra. He's now my backup left back. Centre mids. Got a couple of decent centre mids. Let's have a look. So two decent strikers, 2 decent centre mids. What's the kind of a couple goalkeepers? So I'll probably need at least 1 more centre back, probably 2, probably 3. I think I'm going to need quite a lot of players here. Ultimately, I do quite like to play in a 4-2-3-1 with a cam. I often start off with a defensive mid to try and get myself a bit more stable, and then once I kind of know the team and I start putting in decent performances and I get better and better, I then like to try and switch it up, go a bit more attacking, change that holding mid into an attacking mid. So I think that is. Oh, actually, one more thing before I was about to say that's going to end the episode. The finances. So the overall balance: 452k, wage budget of 61k. Currently spending 40,000 a week, and 35 of the transfer revenue being made available is not promising. And oh my goodness. Okay, so we're spending a lot more than we're earning. So that's going to be interesting. I don't know if we're classed as. I don't know what the chairman's like actually. If the chairman is going to provide us with money. I know with it being what's his face. I don't know if he's the chairman, but I know it's with it being PK's what's it called? PK's company. Does it say on here if it says whether we have money? I can't see it anywhere. No, not that I can see. I know it normally says something about the chairman, doesn't it? Does it say anything about the chairman, whether or not he loves the club? Oh, owner status, loves the club. Finance is okay. So, no, I have absolutely no idea. But anyway, that is where I am actually going to end off this episode. Off camera, I will do a lot of. I'm going to look for free agents, make some signings, improve the squad, probably shift off a few players as well that I'm not going to need. They're pretty useless. So this has just kind of been my introductory episode. But thank you for watching if you've made it this far. If you did enjoy the video, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and I will catch you in the next episode.